Yo, what is up guys? It's your boy Coffee of PJVC. Nagbabalik tayo para sa panibagong tips and tricks. And for today, ang i-discuss natin is about the Kensei. Since nag-change tayo to Kensei class from Lancer, so gagawin na natin ng nire-request nyo guys na kung paano ba yung ginawa kong setup sa Kensei. And then kung paano ba yung naging transition natin from Lancer to Kensei. So for today, we are going to discuss about the skill wheel and rotation, world boss build, break build, and PvP skill wheel. So magsisimula tayo sa item stats. Hindi siya naging malaking transition sa akin kasi sa stats is same pa rin yung gamit natin na stats nung nag-transition tayo from Lancer to Kensei. So kung makikita nyo sa previous video natin sa may Lancer is same pa din yung stats ko sa item. Wala na akong binago kasi parehas lang naman sila. Parehas silang strength, physical attack, kailangan din ng penetration and into STR. Same thing sa armor, sa girdle, and sa may leg guards. Also sa may boots niya. Alright, it's all aptitude, strength, into STR, penetration, yan yung mga kukunin nyo dito guys. So dito wala rin tayong binago, and also sa may ring same thing pa din, healing on crit para mas lalong tumaas ang healing on crit, all aptitudes into STR and STR, and also sa handguards is still the same, strength, all aptitude into STR, healing on crit. So let's proceed sa may skill rotation. Okay, sa skill rotation natin guys, ito siya. So na-discuss ko na din to sa live last time, last night. Okay, yung una natin is yung flash strike, second is yung flame counter, third is yung shadow strike, fourth is aura blade, and fifth is yung blink. So ano nga ba yung isa sa mga changes nung nagpalit tayo ng Kensei? Okay, so yung crafted weapon effect natin is nag-iba na din. Kung dati is naka-base yung damage increase natin sa may HP, ngayon ito is when dealing damage, damage is increased by 2.5% of crit plus 1.4% of crit damage. So kung mataas ang crit and mataas ang crit damage, mag-a-add up yan para mas ma-boost yung damage mo. Yan yung special effect niya, yung proficiency. And also sa mod, same ang gamit natin, Mountain Mist pa din. Pinag-aaralan ko pa kung kailangan ba natin mag-change sa Frost Moon, pero so far, sa experience ko, mukhang hindi naman natin kailangan kasi from Lancer to Kensei, ang laki talaga na naging improvement natin guys. Pinakita ko yun after natin mag-change class, nag-world boss. So kung dati nasa rank 6 to 10 tayo sa server world boss, is ngayon nakakaangat na tayo sa 2 or 3 or 4. And then also, pagdating naman sa cross-server world boss, ang laki rin ng naging improvement natin. Kasi from rank 20 to 30, nakakapasok na tayo ng top 10. So, yung skill rotation natin, guys, is ganito yung setup niya. Since ito nga pinakita natin, una flash strike, pangalawa flame counter, pangatlo shadow strike, pang-apat is yung aura blade, pang-lima is yung blink. So, kasi guys, sa skill rotation, guys, kailangan natin masingit na makapag-normal attack din tayo. Okay? Unang inisip ko na nag-transition ako from Lancer to Kensei kasi sa Lancer is hindi ko pinaprioritize yung normal attack eh. Well, dito kailangan natin siyang i-prioritize. Kailangan may masingit tayong dalawa or tatlo kada rotation or every second rotation ng ating skill combo. Right? Kung makikita nyo, nagko-cooldown, dalawa, tatlo, pangatlong damage, and then skill na ulit. Skill. And then every time na nagsiskill tayo neto guys, every time na nakas natin yung flame counter and then nakas din natin yung flash strike, automatically bibilis din ang cooldown netong flame counter. So that's for the skill rotation guys. Let's proceed naman sa may skill wheel. Okay, let's go to the skill wheel. So magsisimula tayo sa PvE and world boss ko. So for the PvE and world boss, ito yung pattern niya. Pakita ko muna. Screenshot nyo na lang or post nyo. Okay. Sa skill wheel natin, for the PvE in World Boss, winan ko lang yung mga skills na to. Okay, bakit? Kasi, yung pinaka-priority natin is yung DPS, right? So, sa Lancer build natin is naka-max. But for the Kensei, it's different. So, ang kailangan natin pataasin is yung mga nagpapalakas sa character natin, alright? Level 4, 1, level 4, Level 4 to kasi dealing damage with a skill has a 20% chance to increase physical attack by 2.5% for 3 seconds. So that's additional damage na agad, additional physical attack. And then ito, 1 lang, 1, 1, 1, 1 lang din to, itong mga to, 1, 1, and this 1, 1, this 1, 1 lang din, and pinaabot ko siya dito guys kasi ano na lang extra stats na rin natin, so hinabol ko na lang yung physical attack na madadagdag kahit maliit lang. Every physical attack counts kasi para sa akin. For the lower part, we have this 1 lang din. And then ito, Finor natin. Each critical hit increase physical attack by 5% for 5 seconds. So kung sunod-sunod yung critical natin is hindi siya mawawala guys. So kada hit natin na nagki-critical, consistent lang yung physical attack by 5% for 5 seconds. Next is 1. Then pagdating dito, 4 tayo. Kasi strength yan, additional stats yan. Pagdating naman dito is Finor din natin siya, minax natin kasi Kensei is now more proficient in filling up the awakening gauge. You can have 40% to gain 4 awakening points when dealing damage with a basic attack. Okay, tulad nga nasabi ko kanina, kailangan sumisingit yung basic attack natin. It will also benefit our awakening charge. Okay, ito yung sinasabi ko guys na isa sa importante pagdating sa Kensei. Strength plus 20% when the first strike of a basic attack deals damage. Pag nakaisang hampas na yung character nyo ng basic attack, additional 20% agad ng STR yan. Yung second basic attack natin is into STR plus 40% when the second strike of a basic attack deals damage. And then attack plus 8% when the third strike of a basic attack deals damage. Isipin nyo kung ilang buff yan, 20% strength and then conversion ng into STR 40%. Okay, then ika-third strike ng normal attack natin is plus 8% pa ng attack. Mamaya i-explain ko yung mga connected dito pagdating sa Drakites. And yung kasunod nito is yung Kensei becomes unstoppable when having enough HP. When HP is above 50% physical attack plus 5%, itong Faith. Okay? So, dapat i-maintain yung HP nyo na hindi kayo mag-below 50%. Kasi para may additional kayong physical attack na 5. Ito, winan ko lang kasi it gives additional crit 10% against target with less than 25% HP. Dito, for the PvE in World Boss natin, ginawa ko lang muna siyang 1 para mapagapang natin dito. And ito pa, yung animosity is kailangan nakamax din. Kensei is now more proficient in using the ultimate Shadow Luster. Shadow Luster reduces the target's crit resist. So, pag bumaba yung crit resist ng target mo, tataas yung critical rate and critical chance mo. And defense by 12% and increase your damage by 12%. So, kung babasahin natin ito maigi, pagka nag-Shadow Luster tayo, which is yung ultimate natin, bababa yung crit resist and defense by 12% nung boss or nung mob. So, meaning, tataas na agad yung damage natin. Only not that, meron pa tayong increase your damage by 12%. Puro multiplier and buff yung bigay ni Kensei na mga sa skill wheel niya. Ito guys, sina-explain ko lang para at least sa mga kapwa Kensei dyan, kapwa player natin, is hindi lang basta-basta natin nilalagay yung stats. Kailangan intindihin din natin siya kasi baka mamaya may ma-discover tayo na mas okay pala. Okay? Hindi lang natin basta gagayahin. So, tulad nga na sabi ko last time, hindi ko siya agad shinare kasi pinag-aaralan ko muna para hindi naman masayang yung effort nyo magbago ng build or skill rotation or skill wheel kung gusto nyong gayahin yung setup natin. Second is, itong Ultimate Ferocity. Kensei is now more proficient in using the Ultimate Shadow Luster. Okay, pampalakas siya ng ulti natin. And also, yung next niya is max din. As a Kensei, when you take damage while using flame counter to parry, your attack will increase by 4% for 8 seconds. So, kung successfully na parry nyo or na-counter nyo yung damage, yung attack ng boss, is may additional 4% attack pa kayo. Next is yung Fixate. As a Kensei, your damage is increased by 12% for 8 seconds when you use flame counter to parry. Additional na naman, same neto. If the parry is successful, your damage will increase by an extra 5% for 4 seconds. Isipin yun, may additional ng 4 seconds. Dito may additional pang 5%. So, that's 9%. So, for this one, di natin nilagyan. And this one, ginamit lang natin para makaabot tayo dito. Okay, additional awakening points again. For the skill, Kensei is now more proficient in filling up the awakening gauge. You have a chance, again, 50% to gain 4 awakening points when dealing damage with the skill. So, every time na nagsiskill tayo, tumataas yung awakening gauge natin. Which means, mas bibilis yung cooldown natin neto kasi nakakapag-charge agad tayo. Ang pinaka-target kasi natin is makapag-3 awakening tayo during the world boss to deal higher DPS. So, paano ba ginagawa yon? Okay, papakita ko sa inyo. So, magsa-start na yung world boss, guys. Paglabas niyan, mag-ulti na agad kayo at saka awaken. Okay? Bago ma-break yan, kung ganito yung setup nyo, bago ma-break yung boss, or pagka-break niya, siguradong available na ulit yung awaken nyo. Alright? And then, again, second, nagagawin nyo, sample, nag-charge na yung awaken nyo. Pag-break ng boss, switch kayo ng Magicite kung anong klase yung boss na yon para mas malakas yung damage nyo. Gumawa ako ng guide para dyan. Check nyo lang sa YouTube, guys, dito sa channel natin. So, pag-break ng boss, available na yung awaken nyo. Sabay nyo na agad gagamitin yan. Alright? And then habang binabanatan nyo yan hanggang mga 2x or 1x ng boss, lalabas ulit yung awakening charge nyo. Mapupuno ulit yan. Basta ganun yung setup nyo. So, since na-explain ko na yung bawat isa dito na mga nilagyan natin, proceed na tayo ngayon sa PvP build natin. This is our initial guide for the Kensei. So, second day or third day pa lang natin ngayon as a Kensei sa current setup natin. So, this will be our initial. So, probably, baka siguro in the future, magkaroon pa tayo ng changes and update. So, mag-upload tayo ng panibagong video regarding that. Okay? Do not worry kasi kung may mga matututunan akong bagong build and setup, isi-share ko din sa inyo yun agad. So, for the PvP, we have this. It's 4, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. This one is max level. This one is max level. This one is 1, 1, 1, max level. So, this one, 1, 4. So, kanina, ginapang natin to, minax natin to. Hindi ko muna to minax dito sa PvP. And hindi rin natin kinuha yung awakening points kasi hindi naman natin kailangan mag-charge ng paulit-ulit sa PvP. And this one, triple strike, importante pa din, gawa ng conversion and mga additional bonus. And ito yung kinuha natin na wala kanina sa PvE and World Boss. Ito yung Blink Shield. Okay, bakit natin kinuha? Casting the second stage of this skills triggered an HP shield. Yung second stage niya, yung pag nag-blink kayo guys, para kumpletong-kumpleto yung detalye natin guys. Hindi lang basta kukopyahin nyo. Gusto kong ipaintindi din sa inyo kung ano yung purpose niya. So, pagka-blink natin, yung second stage niyan, casting the second stage of the skills triggers an HP shield. 14% of max HP, lasting 5 seconds. So, in my case, if I have 160,000, okay, ma-additional lang tayo ng 14%. So, magkakaroon tayo ng additional 23,247 HP. Napakalaking bagay niyan sa PvP, guys, kasi kukunat kayo. Kasi ang problem natin sa Kensei is malambot, pero masakit yung damage. So, paano natin isussustain yung mga damage na binabato sa atin? That's the time na kukuha tayo ng mga skills na makakapag-sustain ng mga damage taken. So, baba na tayo dito. Ito, naka-4 to. Kensei becomes unstoppable when having enough HP. Same thing when HP is above 50%. And itong Sunder is 1 lang. May crit naman tayo. Mataas naman yung base crit ng Kensei. So, let's proceed dito sa Animosity. 4 to. This one is 1 lang. Activated lang. Then, pinush natin dito. Hanggang 3 lang kinaya ko as of now, pero imamax ko to. Then, ito, max pa din. And then, sa kabila naman, kanina bakante to, kinuha na natin tong Clear Mind. Kensei freeze mind when launching a succession of flowing attack. When casting a skill, damage taken minus 25%. Okay? So, may dalawa tayo pang sustain kahit papano. Yung isa nagpapataas ng HP, yung isa naman is nagpapales ng damage taken. Pag nagkakast kayo ng skills. So, sana malino explanation natin. Okay, halos parehas siya. May iba lang tayong mga minax and nilagyan. Let's proceed naman sa break. Yung break naman, ang minax natin dito is lahat ng mga nagbibigay or nagbo-boost ng break rate, okay? May dalawa kasing klase ng break, guys. Baka ma-confuse kayo, baka i-max nyo. So, itong tinatawag natin na defense break rate, ito yung nagkokos ng pagka-break nila, yung chance natin para ma-break sila. Tapos, ito namang defense break damage is ito yung nagpapalakas pag yung boss is naka-break na. Nagpapalakas ng damage natin. So, ang goal naman natin is to break the boss, okay? Kasi may mga bonus attack naman na tayo makukuha doon. Okay, so ang priority kasi natin is to break the boss as fast as possible. So, we want this for dito, for the Shadow Laster, defense break rate plus 12%, 1. And then for dito, kasi it's a Shadow Strike defense break rate, 1 sa Shadow Strike, 1 din sa Blink Altered. Next is yung defense break rate ng Blink, yung Flame Counter 1, Flash Strike Split 1, Flash Strike 1, Aura Blade Break. Okay? Minax natin siya kasi defense break rate siya. Yung Aura Blade natin nakakapagpataas ng defense break rate. And also, the physical attack, kinuha ko na lang dyan. Baba tayo dito, 1 lang. And the same, crit attack, max yan, syempre, because of the benefits that you will get. Physical attack plus 5%. Focus, 1. Resourceful, 1 ko lang to. Alright? Priority natin is to break to higher the chance of the break. So, we need to deal burst damage and also higher chance of breaking the boss. Okay? So, this one is 4, always. And this one is 4, always. This one, pwede nyo gawing 1 to pagkabitin kayo. And this one, 4. This one is 4 again. Kasi gamit na gamit natin yung ulti when doing Dream Tower, yung mga anything na kailangan natin i-break. Mga pang-dodge natin yan eh. Okay? And also this one, 4. Kasi we will use the flame counter para masangga natin yung damage ng boss or whatever. And also this one is 4. And this one is also 4. So, hindi ko pa to fully na finalize. Pero baka ang gagawin ko dito kasi since ito kasi nakakadagdag ng HP, makakatulong din siya sa atin para masustain natin yung mga Dream Tower and yung mga Abyssal Trial. Okay? O kaya yung Heroes Trial. Okay, so pwede nyo rin to i-max, wag nyo nang paabutin dito. Okay, pwede nyo rin gawing option yun. So that's for the break. Let's talk about what did I change when transitioning from Lancer to Kensei. Diba sabi ko wala masyadong changes dito. Yung changes natin is yung sa Drakites. So kung before, I'm trying to make our crit higher as possible since Lancer deals lesser damage and lesser crit, we have Gomoras. Okay? But now, pinalitan ko yung Gomora, nag-transition tayo into Shiva, okay? For more attack. And also, baka makalimutan ko, dito sa May Skill Wheel. Ito yung class talent ng Kensei. Physical attack, 20% when HP is above 80%. Isipin nyo yun, nung sa Lancer tayo, hindi ko sinasabing mag-transition kayo into Kensei, Kasi may iba namang advantage si Lancer, lalo sa mga mass PvP, makunat eh. So ito yung nagpapalambot kay Kensei, okay? Kasi nakafocus siya sa attack, while si Lancer nakafocus sa damage reduction. So for the Kensei, we have physical attack plus 20% when HP is above 80%. Crit healing 40% when HP is below 80%. So tataas yung crit healing natin pag bumaba na 80% just to sustain. Okay? Kasi glass cannon nga tayo yung Kensei. And also, sa Drakites natin, bakit tayo kumuha ng int? Okay, bakit ako kumuha? Importance of int and int to STR. So yung importance ng int sa Kensei is because dito guys, it's because dito sa triple strike. Tulad na sabi ko kanina, STR plus 20% when the first strike of a basic attack deals damage, and then ito na, dito na papasok yung int. Into STR plus 40% when the second strike of basic attack deals damage. So yung second trigger natin ng basic attack, yung bonus na makukuha natin is 40%. 40% ng int. So, if we have higher int, we have higher conversion to strength. Okay? Mas tataas yung physical attack natin during those, pag na-trigger yon. But it doesn't mean na kailangan mag-int na kayo lahat. I-int nyo na lahat. Hindi. Magpasok lang kayo. And also kasi, pinaka-top priority natin dito is yung bigay niya na attack. Ito lang naman yung int, guys eh. There's nothing to worry about that. Ang prior natin is ito. Pero at least yung int, napapakinabangan natin kasi may into STR. So hindi pa ako kompleto. And also ito, Felcinder, minetamorph ko na din even though it's int, okay? But it gives physical attack. Okay, let's proceed to how to increase your physical attack. Number 1 problem daw ng iba. Balik tayo sa stats item. Para mapataas yung physical attack nyo guys, huwag kayo kumuha ng mga HP, defense, vitality dito. Kunan nyo ng physical attack. 80% ng content ng Draconia Saga is PvE. Alright? Napaka-konti ng PvP. I don't know in the future Kaya, ang pinaprioritize natin for the meantime is focus sa PvE. Hindi pa tayo nag-aayos ng pang-PvP. Mag-iipon naman ako ng Drakites para naman sa all-class enmity natin. We will have a separate discussion regarding that. Okay? Pag nakaipon na tayo. So, for this time, para ma-increase nyo yung physical attack nyo, habulin nyo yung physical attack. Lahat kasi yan may physical attack, guys. Or strength. And para naman sa mga mage, you should go for, magic attack and int. So, since physically dinidiscuss natin ngayon, ayan, as much as possible, pag may physical attack kayo makukuha, kunin nyo. Okay? Kunin nyo yung physical attack, guys. And also, you can get physical attack from the Drakites also. So, balik tayo sa discussion natin regarding sa Drakites. We have the resonance, guys. Tingnan nyo kung alin dito yung may bigay na physical attack and bonus. So, dyan nyo ilalagay. So, kung itong first slot may physical attack, fourth slot may physical attack, and yung seventh slot natin is physical attack din, ilalagay nyo doon yung mga Drakites na mga physical. And then dito naman kasi stat, yung prior, yung main stat natin. So dito lalagay nyo naman yung mga int, mga ganyan, strength. Ayan, tulad nito, strength. Sa akin mixed up pa Okay, pero ganon guys. So ito may bonus attack. So sayang yan yung mga bonus na yan guys. Pag hindi nyo siya na-arrange maayos. Titingnan nyo lang yung resonance. For the Drakite guide, we have a separate video para dyan. Tingnan nyo lang din sa may channel natin. So, para ma-increase yung physical attack, prior physical attack Drakites, wag basta-basta mag-UR ng kung ano-ano. Tingnan nyo kung ano yung kailangan yung Drakites. So,
If may lakan kayo, prior natin lakan, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, lahat yan dapat may lakan. So kung kulang pa yung resources natin, we can also use Dino. Guys, after lakan, we can also use Dino. Dino Leucemia. It also gives good physical attack and also it will give you strength. Ito yung mga temporary Drakites to gain physical attack. Yan yung mga ano natin. Then dahan-dahan, pag may pang DX na, papalitan nyo na ng DX, ganun. Dahan-dahan lang natin siya ita-transition. Kasi hindi naman natin siya mabibigla. Unang-una yung resources unless whale ka. So that's it guys. Hopefully nakatulong tong munting guide natin about sa Kensei. Sana may na-share ako na makakatulong sa inyo at naintindihan nyo yung mga effect na mga nasa skill wheel ng Kensei. So guys, kung may nakalimutan ako, feel free to comment guys para masagot natin. Okay? Kung may nakalimutan ako i-mention, alright, i-comment nyo lang dyan para masagot natin. And re-replyan ko naman siya agad as much as possible. Before natin i-end yung video, guys, we will do a shoutout muna. Marami-rami ang siya shoutout natin. Alright? Unang-una, si Dada. Shoutout sa'yo, Ako si Dada. Sabi niya, Boss Coffee, pa-shoutout. Yan, shoutout sa'yo. And also, pa-shoutout din kay Binny Crawford. Pinapa-shoutout niya si Faye Love James Navarro, si Sir Joel, si Charwin Puth, at Gusti Pakarat Montoya. Pinapa-shoutout ni Binny Crawford. Nagpapa-shoutout din si Frost. Sabi niya kanina, shoutout me, Coffee. Alright, shoutout Frost. Thank you so much for the support. For Gabsiru from the Discord, he's from 131. Shoutout sa iyo, brother. Napaka-solid ng laro natin kanina sa cross server. And also, nagpapa-shoutout si Reniel Santos 10. Salamat boss sa tips pa-shoutout po, Hex and Blacklisted Guild. Thank you po. Maraming salamat sa suporta nyo, guys. At natutuwa ako na nakakatulong yung mga guides natin. Si License to Kill, nagpapa-shoutout naman kasama natin kanina sa may dungeon. Pa-shoutout Boss Coffee kay QTP, ang Cutie Pie ng 128. QTP ba yan o Cutie Pie? Alright, shoutout sa iyo and shoutout sa 128. Si Mananal, shoutout sa iyo. Hindi ko alam kung paano babasahin yan. Shoutout sa iyo, Lodi. And kay OOO, paano babasahin din to? Ba't ganyan yung mga IG nyo? Shoutout din sa iyo, Triple O. Let's go. And also, shoutout din kay Oops. Shoutout sa iyo, Oops. Mga nakakasama natin kanina sa mga dungeon and kahapon. Alright, shoutout sa iyo. And also kay Piatos. Shoutout daw, Lods Coffee. Shoutout sa iyo, Piatos, from cross server. Hindi ko lang sure kung anong server niya. Basta malapit lang yan sa 129. Shoutout sa iyo and sa server nyo, brother. Thank you so much for the support. And meron nagpapa-shoutout from TikTok live natin. Yesterday, pa-shoutout ako, Lods, top 7 sa Lancer class. Si Tatsume Childe or Child. Yan. Shoutout sa iyo, brother. Thank you sa suporta. And this one, Toby Kadachi. Sabi niya, hi, Coffee. Shoutout. Thank you so much for the support, brother. Shoutout to you and to your friends and to your server. Thank you so much for the support. And for the last one, it's Yamato. Shoutout sa iyo, Yamato. It's same server natin. Maraming salamat sa suporta nyo, guys. Once again, it's your boy, Coffee of PJVC. Maraming salamat sa non-stop na support. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell button below para palagi kayong notified sa mga future uploads natin and coffee tips. Alright? So, once again, it's your boy Coffee of PJVC. Signing off. Peace. Bye-bye.